Hello, dear students. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to start with chapter number 9 Living Organisms and Their Surroundings. In this section, we are going to learn about characteristics of living organisms, organisms and their surroundings, where they live, habitat and adaptation, a journey through different habitats. I have divided this chapter into three sections. In the first section, we are going to cover the following topics. What are living organisms? The characteristics of living organisms. What is an organism? An organism is simply defined as any living thing ranging from an microscopic bacteria to large elephants and everything in between. We all know some of the common characteristics of living organisms, and they are living beings need food, air, and water. Living beings can grow. Living beings can move from one place to another. We have legs, we can locomote. Even the microorganisms move. Living things respire. Living beings respond to stimuli. Living beings excrete. Now, as we move forward, we will learn about all these characteristics in details. Food. All the living organisms need food. The process by which animals obtain and utilize the food is called nutrition, and every living organism requires nutrition for obtaining energy. And you all know that if we don't have energy, we cannot do our day to day work. Next comes growth. All living organisms grow and exhibit growth in different ways. Their body cells divide and grow, and thus overall growth is attained. For example, a seed grows into a plant, a baby grows into a man or a woman, a puppy grows into a dog, and so on. The life goes on, and the growth of a human being or any other living organism goes on. Movement. Animals move from one place to another and show other body movements as well. As we move our hand, we move our head, so we show different types of movement. Plants are generally anchored in the soil, so they do not move from one place to another. But also they show some other kind of movements like opening and closing of the buds of the flower. Response to stimuli. What is response to stimuli? If you can see in the figure, you can see a mimosa plant, or you can say a touch me not plant. It closes its leaves on being touched. Another picture shows a dandelion flower which opens its petals on receiving the sun rays. Changes in our surrounding that makes us respond to them are called stimuli. All living beings react to changes in their surrounding. As you can see in the figure, the concept gets more clearer. Respiration. What is respiration? Respiration and breathing are two different terms, children. Breathing is just taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. But utilizing that oxygen mixed with food to get energy is called respiration. Respiration is necessary for all living organisms, as through respiration our body obtains energy from the food it takes. Animals also respire through various mechanisms. For example, earthworms breathe through their skin, and fishes have gills for using oxygen dissolved in water. In humans, we respire by breathing in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. Reproduction. All living organisms give rise to a new organism of their own kind by a process called reproduction. The mode of reproduction may be different in different animals and plants. Like some animals reproduce by laying eggs, some animals reproduce by giving birth to their young ones. Similarly, some plants reproduce through seeds and some by cutting the parts of the plants, like cutting, grafting, and all. Some animals produce their young ones through eggs, some give rise to their young ones by giving birth to their young ones. Plants also reproduce by seeds which germinate into new plants. Excretion. All living things take food. Not all the food that is eaten is really used. Only a part of it is utilized by the body. And what about the unused part of the food? The unused or the remaining food becomes waste and needs to be excreted. Our body also produces some waste like urea in other life processes. Living organisms get rid of all this waste material and the process is known as excretion. That's all in this section, students. So stay tuned for the next part. Bye bye.